Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over the top 3 best and worst exercises for the back. As many people say and many people know, bodybuilding shows are won from the back, so it is very important to have a great and well-developed back. And the back, for me personally, is my favorite muscle to train. So this is going to be an interesting video. So definitely stick around for this one, as the back is comprised of a lot of different muscle groups. So some of these exercises I have on the list may surprise you, so definitely watch till the end of this one and find out which ones I like and which ones I really don't. Okay, starting with the third best exercise, in my opinion, for your back, that is going to be the lat pullover. Now, I really like this exercise because it isolates our lats, and the only reason it's only number 3 on this list is because it's not really going to work our traps that much, and our traps are also a big portion of like the thickness in our middle part of our back. So can't give this exercise any higher than third, but I think it's a great exercise for your back. It's going to allow you to isolate the lats really well, and it's going to help you with that, that V taper with your back. And so definitely would highly recommend the lat pullover, but it is only number 3. The second best exercise for your back, this one may surprise you guys, it's going to be the lat pull down. And you may be asking, what kind of grip do you need? It doesn't really matter. For me, I personally like just outside shoulder width, and I like to, for the most part, use a neutral grip, but pick the best grip for you. It's going to target your back, going to target your lats, your mid traps. Great exercise for the back. Now, the only reason this exercise is not number 1, because some of you may be surprised because this might have been number 1 on your list, is because a lot of people, for me anyways, really ego lift on the lat pull down, and some people swing way too much, and it's just a little too easy to cheat out the weight. Yes, I do think a little bit of swinging is great, but when you're starting to do like the limbo when you're pulling that shit down, that's where you got to draw the line. That is why lat pull down only number 2. And the best exercise you can do for your back is going to have to be any chest supported row. Why? Because when your chest is supported, that eliminates all strain on your lower back. I know a lot of people have lower back problems, and that will release all that tension off your lower back. 2, it's very easy to progressive overload. I mean, it's pretty easy to progressive overload on the other lifts I mentioned, but it's also it's just very difficult to mess up. It's not like the lat pull down, many people are swinging a lot, same kind of with the lat pullover, but with the chest supported row, it's a very non-ego driven exercise. You're gonna have to lighten the weight because your chest is supported, where if you did a row, like a dumbbell row, you see people swinging all the time. So definitely recommend a chest supported row, just like the lat pull down. Grip, it doesn't freaking matter. Pick the one you like. If you do more of a T-bar row grip like this, it's going to work more of that mid-back and the traps. If you do a neutral grip, I guess lats a little more, I don't freaking know. Who cares? They're all good. They're all going to smash your back, and that is why chest-supported row is the number 1 back exercise for me. Okay, and now the third worst exercise for your back, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but for me personally, and from what the research says, it is the deadlift. Doesn't matter what form of deadlift. For me, the deadlift is definitely a leg exercise. Yes, when you do that, you are, I would say your traps are working a little bit if you shrug back, but really you're not getting like a great stretch with them. You're not stretching your lats. Your lats are not really contributing at all. It's mainly your glutes, hamstrings, and quads that are going to primarily the glutes and hamstrings, and also a little bit of quads that are going to help you get that weight up. It's really not your back. Your lats are not really getting stretched on the deadlift. Neither your mid traps are getting contracted a little bit when you bring them up, like if you go down and then you squeeze your traps. But other than that, not really hitting your back. For me anyway, I always save that exercise for leg day. And this exercise, number 2, the second worst, also going to surprise many of you, and this one's really going to surprise you. That's going to be the reverse pec deck. And why? Because it's not a back exercise. Yeah, for me anyway, I do the reverse pec deck on pull day, but it's not really working my lats. It's hitting my mid traps a little bit, and if you're doing it wrong, it's going to hit them quite a bit. But you're working your rear delts, and your rear delts are not a muscle of the back, it's a muscle of your shoulders. So it's a great freaking exercise for your rear delts, and I would highly recommend you do this exercise, but don't do it for your back. Just because it's back there does not mean it's a muscle of the back. That's like saying, oh, because the triceps are back there, it's a muscle of the back. No, the triceps are a muscle of the triceps. That's just how it is. So great exercise, the reverse pec deck, but don't do it for your back. Do it, because I see people doing that all the time. They're like, yeah, I'm working my back, doing like, and not just the reverse pec deck, but like bent over dumbbell flies, or cables like that. It's for your rear delts, not so much your back. Yeah, it's gonna hit the mid traps a wee little bit, but primarily you're working your rear delts, and that's just not a muscle of the back. And the worst, the absolute, I would never even consider doing this exercise for your back really at all. And that is I don't even have this machine, and I used it once and it was awful. That is gonna have to be back extensions. Oh my gosh. I don't even have a video of myself doing this exercise because it's just awful. I hate this exercise. And what's it working? Your lower back. Your lower back muscles that literally nobody freaking cares about. You're thinking, oh no, you got to do back extensions like this because you got to get your Christmas tree. You know, Arnold had a great Christmas tree if you look at his back. But guess what? What develops the Christmas tree is actually having lats that stick out. It's not that your lower back muscles are big, it's the fact that your lats and traps stick out so much that where they insert, there's a space, and that forms a Christmas tree. So if you want to get your Christmas tree, start growing your freaking lats and stop doing your back extensions. And it just, the lower back has to be the most injured muscle in all of, you know, the human body and all the anatomy. Like, everyone's complaining about their lower back, and this exercise feels like crap, doesn't work your traps, your lats at all. Sure, it's hitting your lower back, but let's be honest, I don't think you need to have a great lower, like all the way, like I'm not talking about like, oh, your lower lats. No, like literally your lower back, and your glutes are also going to be assisting you a lot on this exercise. So just not a great exercise for your back. I see people doing it on back day. I personally would never do this exercise, but if you really like it, then whatever, but don't think you're getting your Christmas tree from doing back extensions. But that is going to have to wrap up this video, guys. Let me know if you agree with my list, if there's anything you would change. I'm sure some of you are still going to be like, no, the deadlift's a back exercise, and that is It's fine, because it is going to hit your mid-traps a little bit, but for me, definitely save that shit for leg day. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.